Hello again. As I promised you yesterday, today we're gonna do only stretching. So we'll be shorter than yesterday and we try to stretch the whole body from the toes up to your head. So no strengthening. This class is for everyone. I maybe use a bit of flex band, but if you don't have a flex band, you can use a belt, a towel, a scarf, or nothing. It's not necessary. Okay, so we're gonna start stretching from the feet and then we go up to the head. Okay, so I stand up and I start to mobilize my toes. So I lift my toes up and down, up and down. 3, 4, 5. Now I lift my heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I spread my toes, so I lift my toes and then I try to touch the floor with one toe at a time. This is called Mexican wave. So lift, spread the toes, make a wave with your toes and touch the floor, pinky toe and all the way to your big toe. One more time. Let's do the other foot. Spread and try to touch the floor with one toe at a time, starting from your little toe, like a wave. One more time. Good. Hands in your back. Again, flex the toes, stretch the toes, spreading the toes. Flex, stretch. We tend to neglect our toes, our ankles, but are so important, right? One more time. Now stretch your ankle. Flex, point, flex, point. Ankle rotation. Reverse. Good. Now, calf and hamstring. Because maybe you didn't warm up, don't push yourself too much. So the stretching should be enjoyable stretching, not painful stretching. So don't feel strain or pain as you do that. In a scale from 1 to 10, let's say that you should feel a good 8, but not reaching 10 right straight away. Maybe you start 7, 8, maybe 9. Okay? So I bend one knee, the foot is inside. I try to relax my hip and I flex my ankle and my toes to feel already my calf and my hamstring. Then I reach my arms up, I lengthen the spine. And then I try to lift from the tail, so I'm not hunching my back, but I lift my tail up, I open my sit bones, and I hinge. So here I try, you see, to keep my back straight, not rounding. So if I cannot reach my toes, I can stay here, it's okay. Otherwise, maybe I can go further, but again, keeping the back straight. And the more I flex my ankle and my toes, the more I feel the calf, not only the hamstring. And obviously, we breathe. Every breath out, I try to go deeper with my stretching, but again, not painful stretching. I can touch also the floor, but think always to lift from the lower back. And slowly we come back up. The same leg, I move the leg out, creating an angle of 90 degrees if you can, otherwise you can close a bit more the leg. Again, I should be comfortable in my position of stretching, okay? And again, I keep my ankle flexed and my toes flexed. Again, I reach my arms up, and same job, I hinge from my hip, okay? And I try to keep the back straight. Here, I use more my right hand to go outside my left foot, to try to keep my torso in the center, so not twisted to the right, but with the chest parallel to the floor. So right hand cross and go outside the left foot, and you keep the back straight. Sorry, there are some advertisements in Thai on the phone. And I push a bit, twisting more, so now my chest is really parallel to the floor. And I come back up. Then same leg, I cross the right foot, okay? Then I lift my left arm, because again I want my back nice and long. Then I twist and I put my elbow on my knee. If you can reach the ankle, better. If you cannot, you can keep the hand here. And you twist and you look back. And I breathe. I feel a good stretching on my glutes, on my thigh here, and obviously on my back. My shoulders, everything is stretching, my neck. Every time I exhale, try to let it go, the tension. You should not feel tense. And slowly release. Now again, for the legs, I bend this time the knee, and I hold my calf and I move it out. I twist it out. Then slowly I go back. Here I don't want to feel pain on my lower back. So if you feel, you stay in this position. If you feel already the stretching on your thigh, this is enough. I don't feel, I want to feel more. I put my elbow down. I still don't feel that much because maybe you're really flexible. You go all the way down. But if I'm in this position, I don't want to arch. My back should be just a little bit up from the mat, and I feel a good stretching here. Flexing, as you see, my left toes and ankle. If this is too much, because you start to feel the lower back, you can stay here. And I breathe again. Comfortable with your neck. And slowly I come back up. Now we do the same sequence with the other leg. First, the foot is inside my thigh. I maintain my hip pointing forward, flex the foot, reach up, lengthen, grow tall. You have the feeling to be really nice and tall, and hinge from the hip. Back straight. You see my back is not rounding. Hands here, here. Maybe you can stay here, not rounding the back. And if I can, I push my toes, flexing my ankle more, and I feel here, good stretching. And breathe. And slowly come back up. Now I move my knee out, creating 90 degrees of angle. Imagine you are jumping on the hurdle. And again, I flex my toes, ankle, reach up. Here, remember, if you cannot be square with hips and shoulder, cross left hand outside the right foot, pushing a bit against the foot. So you see, in this way, my torso is exactly parallel to my thigh and my floor. Nice stretching. And slowly release. Then bring it out. Grow tall, inhale. Exhale, twist. Look back. Breathe. Shoulders in one line if you can. Back is straight. Feel the stretching on your back, on your glutes, on your shoulder, on your neck. Slowly release. Bend the knee, move your calf out. So I hold my calf and I move it out. So it's more free, my leg. Flex again your right foot. Try to keep the knees together. Feel a good stretching on your thigh. Option, remember, arms straight, elbow bent, all the way down. But this, again, is up to you. You should feel comfortable with the stretching. And breathe. You should not feel tense. You try to let go the tension. The stretching should relax your body. At the end, you should feel a bit sleepy. Relax there. And slowly come back up. Now we stretch more the butt, the glutes. I give you two options. If you are not so flexible, you just stay with cross leg and you flex forward. Okay, this is easier. If I can, I put one foot out. You see my ankle is off. It's not on my thigh, it's off. And I try to keep not the foot below my butt, but the legs are parallel. My shin, you see, are parallel. This is harder, eh? And then with my body weight again, I flex forward. So my knee should touch the foot and I flex forward. In this position, you should feel the right butt more. And again, exhale to let go the tension. Sometimes this is too hard because you cannot, the knee is like here maybe, because it means that your hip are tight. So go for the first option, okay? Maybe you are very flexible, you want to feel more. So you move the hand more on one side. And here we add a bit of stretching also on the side. And then you come back up and you switch. Also, if you do the easy option with the leg cross, obviously crossing the other way, the legs. Again, the malleolus, the bone of the ankle, not on the muscle but out. And the shin parallel, you try to bring the knee down. And then with your body weight, you go forward. You can add a bit of movement to the side if you want to feel more. If this is enough, go for it. And slowly you come back up. Then we bring the sole of the feet together. You hold your feet and you move the legs up and down. My back is straight. I'm not hunching my back. My back is nice and tall. Flat, 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 flat. Then from there, I come back to the front. You put the right hand on your right knee, my left hand is on the floor, and I push the right knee down. This is for people less flexible, so we do one leg at a time, then you switch to stretch more the inner thigh, the adductors, opening up the hip. If you can, you use both hands to press down, reaching the floor with your knees, with your thighs. Otherwise, single arm is still okay. You can also hold and use the elbow, but again, my body weight helps me to push a little bit more, opening the hips more. And then you use the hands to close your legs. Now we lie down on the back. Open the arms by the side, hands shoulder level, feet together, legs together, and you twist the legs on one side, turning the face to the opposite side. And I switch. I try not to raise my shoulder up, so I try to keep the shoulder down, and I twist my legs as far as I can keep my shoulder down. And I feel a good stretching here, but also here. So use a range of motion where you can control the shoulders and turn the face to the opposite direction. I use the breathing again to control the movement. We do one more time, and again there are the advertisement on the phone, and then you come back to center and you bring the knees to the chest. Here I'm not lifting my lower back is down, but I press the knee toward my chest, lengthening again the lower back, okay? Then you keep only the left knee toward your chest, and you stretch the right leg down. So here I feel also the front of my right hip, and I stretch my lower back, pushing the knee toward me, and then I switch. And again, I try to keep the lower back down, feeling the sensation of lengthening from the tail to the head. Again, a bit of twisting. Left hand on the right knee, right arm on the floor. I push my body toward the left side. Again, keeping the left shoulder on the floor and pushing. I feel more my glutes and again my back, my spine. But try to keep the shoulders down. This is so good. Let's switch. Good. Now here I'm gonna use the flex band. But again, if you don't have a flex band, you can use a towel, a belt, a scarf. And I keep my elbows down. You see how I hold the flex band? Not in this position, but in this position. Okay? And I put my elbow down. Here, I have to move maybe a bit more. Here, I don't know if you can see my foot. I try to pull the leg toward me again for the hamstring. The left leg bent is easier, straight is harder because maybe you are tight and so you are doing this, okay? So one option, second option. And I try, you see, I'm flexing my foot and I feel here the calf and the hamstring, okay? Then from this position you can point and flex again. You see, I point and flex. Again, to give a bit of mobility on the ankle and active stretching on the calf and the hamstring. And you do this 10 times. I exhale when I flex. Then I hold here, and I hold with the right hand both sides of the flex band, and I open my left hand on the floor, and I move the leg to the side, keeping my left hip down. This is good stretching for the inner thigh, but try not to lift the hip. The hip is down. Then I stretch down the left leg. I use the left hand, keep the leg straight, so it's a bit different compared to the previous one. And I move the leg to the side, but again, you see my shoulder is on the floor. Here I feel the stretching on the side of my thigh, the IT band too. And I come back to center. Switch. Flex. And point. Hold with the left hand, right hip down, open the leg on the floor. And then stretch the leg, twist, leg straight, feel here, 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 here. Release the flex band. Figure 4 exercise. Cross one foot over the other knee. Hands inside. Grab the knee. Pull toward the chest. And with my elbow, I push the knee away from you. The head can be also down on the floor or up. You should feel comfortable with your neck. Here I feel my right butt. This is good for piriformis. Stretching is part of your glutes. If you have lower back pain, if you have a bit of pain on your butt because you are tight, this is very good. And then I switch. And then we come up. Now we go into the all four and we do thread the needle exercise. This is good to stretch your upper back and your chest, okay? So all four. And I go underneath me with the right arm, face down, shoulder down. My left elbow is bent and I push myself more on the right to feel right there the stretching. I come back up and I twist. Look up to the ceiling, look at your fingers, push with the arm, sending both arms on the same line. And again, down. Push, move your body weight on the right shoulder. Up. One more time. And switch. Underneath. Push, I'm pushing with my right hand, So I twist more, I move more body weight on the right shoulder. And then I come back up, twist. Open up the chest. One more time. I love this one. Now we stay in all four. Cat and cow. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale from tail. Articulate your spine all the way to your head, pushing the floor away from your chest. Exhale. Tuck the tail, scoop your belly around the back, and again push the floor away from your chest. Inhale. Open the seat bones, comfortable neck. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Back to center. Now don't move the upper body, wag the tail. You wag the tail, right and left. Right and left. And then you start to look also at your tail. So we add also the upper body, full bend. Good. Now we stretch the wrist. I showed you yesterday, this one can be done in this way, easy. Can be done in this way, and also moving back. My elbows is straight. This is the hardest, intermediate, easier. You need to listen to your body. The other. I can stay here. I can move back. I can use both. And I can move back. Again, you don't need to look at me, you need to listen to your body. Move the fingers, otherwise you can do in this way. I do in this way. Moving a bit back because I don't feel that pain, but I feel a good stretching. And then palms in, make a fist, roll. And reverse. Good. Now, again, in this position, so kneeling, we do again a bit of twisting. You move, so you swing your arms, and then you move on one side and you hold. This is hard stretching. If it's too much, don't go far. So I swing, and I go to the right. And I try to keep my hands down. And I look down. Sorry, and I feel a good stretching on my side. I can also bend the elbows to go deeper if I feel okay with that. And I feel it until down is a good stretching. Come back up, swing to the left. Come back up. Now we do again stretching on the side. Cross. Right hand on the floor. Left arm up. Walk a bit away. Bend the elbow. Drop the shoulder. Stretch. Palm facing the floor. Bicep close to your ear. Don't keep the shoulder here. Drop it down. Switch. My hip is not coming up from the mat. I keep the bum heavy, the back straight, not curving, not flexing. One more time. Hands on the shoulders, roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross. Hold. Can be below the elbow, can be above the elbow. I feel more here. And I pull to the left, my arm, dropping the shoulder down and look back over the shoulder. You should feel the back of your shoulder right there, stretching. But it depends how much you pull. And drop the shoulder always away from your ear, from your face. And switch. And keep lengthening the spine. Don't forget. Interlock the fingers on your back. Keep the hands on the floor, it's okay. Push, so use the hands to send the breastbone. You see, not the lower back, and the upper back, the breastbone, up to the ceiling. Look up. Good stretching of the front of the shoulders, the chest, back. Look up. Slowly release. Interlock in front. Now we round the upper back. Imagine I'm punching you on the breastbone. Move the hands away from your breastbone. Look down. And release. Now we use again the flex band standing. Okay, I put the flex band underneath my feet, and then I grab the flex band pretty short to have tension from the bottom. You should feel the flex band pulling you down, so my shoulders are depressed, and I tilt my head, so my ear is almost close to my right shoulder, but I'm not bending the spine and I'm not lifting the left shoulder. Let it go. Allow the flex band to pull you down. Now I come closer. Okay, now from there you rotate, too much close maybe, you rotate and you look down, but I still have my head tilted. I just look down and I feel the back of my neck, and then I look up, but again keeping the ear close to the shoulder. I just move the chin up. Now I feel more the front of the neck. I come back to the center, I release and I tilt to the other side. First I look forward, then I move the chin down. Oh, this is a good stretching on the back of the neck. And I move the chin up, the side and the front of the neck. Center. Now chin to chest. Keep your back straight. Push your belly in. Squeeze the butt. Feel only the back of the neck. So don't round the upper back. Just chin to the chest. Then from there, keeping your butt still, so don't move the butt back. Keep tucking the tail, scooping the belly, roll down, rounding the back now, upper back, middle back, lower back. Let it go the flex band. Inhale the air. Exhale, scoop Roll the spine from the tail to your head. Roll the shoulders backward. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. 3, 2, 1. Lift the shoulders up. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. One more time. Shake the legs. Shake your arms. And thank you so much, Kopun Ka, also for today. This was a good stretching, and let's stay tuned for the next workout. If you have any ideas, any requests, you can text me on Facebook, on Instagram, or on YouTube. Have a nice day. Take care.